Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video, we will take a look at a JavaScript interview question. So I have seen this question in like multiple interviews, which is available online, and you can see as well. Like they are available on YouTube and some other platforms. So this question goes like this: you have a canvas. On clicking a mouse button, so I'm just clicking this canvas over here, and it will create a random circle with a random radius. Now the second time I will click, it will generate one more circle with a random radius. So let's just click over here, and you can see it is saying like it has created a circle and it is saying not intersecting. So this is the problem, that you want to create two circles randomly with a random radius and then tell whether they are intersecting or not. So in this case, you can zoom in and you can see they are not intersecting, but they are just touching, so they are not intersecting. So let us do it one more time. So here, and then I will just simply do one more time. So you can see it is not intersecting because it is inside that circle. Let's make a case of intersecting. So yeah, as you can see, now they are intersecting. So in this video we will see exactly how you can do that. If you can do that on your own, let me know in the comments down below. Pause this video right now and practice by yourself if you can do it by yourself. We will also use a mathematical equation to calculate the center between two circles. So we will look also that in this video. So yeah, so this will be going to a pretty fun video and a pretty short video as well, because it seems pretty difficult, but it is not, trust me. So let's head over to the VS Code and see how it is done. Alright guys, so I am now in my VS Code and I have two files, index.html and a JavaScript file called circles.js. You can name it anything, it's up to you. So let's write the boilerplate for the index.html. Here in the body we only need one thing, which is a div, and I will give it an ID of canvas. You can give it anything you want. Now after this body tag, I will create a script tag and I will write src of this circles.js. That's it. That's all the HTML we want. Let's just style something with this CSS real quick. So I will write over here margin padding 0, and then also I will grab this canvas over here, and whatever I will do, I will simply write width to 100 viewport and then height to 100 viewport height, and then background color of, let's say, gray. That's it. And let's just write over here overflow hidden in this style over here as well. So yeah guys, let's just format this, and yep, I think that's all the CSS and HTML we want. So let's hit enter and go live. So our website is looking something like this. Now let's do the main part, which is a JavaScript part. Okay, so come to the JavaScript. First of all, let's just define the document. So I will write over here, I will create a variable called let div is equal to document dot get element by id, not circles canvas, because we have just created a div called canvas. So now we can simply get this div and do our work. First of all, I will write div dot remove child. So we are removing any child which exists. So we are remove div dot first child. So in this way we are removing any child, if it is there, so it will just remove every single child from the div element which we have in our HTML file. After that, the main function begins, which is to add a circle on click and to determine the intersection between them. I will write div dot add event listener, and then you guessed it, we are using the click function, click add event listener. I will make a function of, let's say, an argument of e, and inside this function I will write let x is equal to e dot client x. In this way it will give me the x coordinate of the mouse click. So whenever I will click mouse, let's say over here, it will just give me this coordinate over here, x value. Similarly I will do this for the y as well. So y is equal to e dot client y. Then I will create the circle. So to create the circle, we have to first create an element. I will write over here circle. You can name it anything you want. Circle dot create element div. In this way, we have created a div element. Now we have to create a random radius. So to create a random radius, we will first declare a variable called radius, and this will be math.floor math.random into 100. Instead of into 100, I will write into 300 plus 50. Let me explain what this value will give. So I will comment it down. You can see the copilot is also recommending me this. So you can see this is a random radius between 50 and 350, and this will be in pixels, so keep it in mind. After that, we can like what we can say, we can style it. I will write over here circle dot style dot width, okay, is equal to, and inside this pixels, and I will just write over here 2, because radius is half the width, so we have to multiply it by 2. Similarly for the height, that's it. And also we need to add the border radius, so the not the border radius but the border, okay. Border width, and this will be 2 pixels. You can change it anything that you want, anything that you like over here. Similarly, I will do it few more times for few more properties. Border style, and this will be solid, and then border color. So border color, let's just write over here red for now. So let's see how it looks like. So I will click on it. Okay, so nothing is happening. So because we have to append this div over here, so I'll write over here append circle. That's it. Now let's take a look over here. Okay, so still nothing is happening. So to fix that, we can simply define the position of this. I will write over here position to absolute. Okay, to absolute. Similarly, we have to define 2 more things, which is the top and the left value. So in the top value, I will write over here y minus radius, and in the x value, in the left value, I will write x minus radius. And keep in mind that they are all in pixels. So let's test it. Okay, so it is still alright, guys. So the issue was we have to comment this remove child, because it is just deleting all the circles that we are creating. So for now we will comment this out, but later on we need that. So for now we will just comment that out. So now if I just save it and see in our website, so as you can see, on clicking it, it is just creating random shapes. And yeah, one more thing, we have to set the border radius to 100%, so that it is a circle. And also I will change the color to black, okay, and the border radius will be 100%. So yeah, that's it. And the R here is capital. So now let's take a look. So yeah, as you can see, now it is creating random circles with random radius. Cool. Now we have to create a function to detect 2 circles whether they are intersecting or not. To do that, I will write over here if statement. So if div dot child nodes, okay, dot length. So this will give me the length, the number of the childs. We only want maximum 2 elements, maximum 2 circles. So if the child is 1, so if there is 1 circle inside our canvas, we will get the radius of that circle, get the x and y parameters of the center. So for first, let me just take you to website to explain how we will calculate the distance, or how we will calculate the intersecting or not. So you can see, to check if 2 given circles touch or intersect each other, we have to first calculate this formula over here, which is the distance between the two center of the circle. So it is a formula. This is the formula: under root x1 minus x2 square and y1 minus y2 square. So this x1 and y1 are the coordinates of this center for first circle, and the x2 and the y2 are the coordinates for the center of the second circle. So if this c1 and c2, you can see over here, if this c1 and c2 is less than the sum of the radius, then the circle intersect each other. Otherwise, they do not intersect each other. And we have to handle one more case when, let me just reload that, when two circles are inside each other. So if we just write this formula over here, it will say that these also intersect, but we can clearly see that these circles do not intersect each other. For that, we will use this function over here, which is if, so yeah, these two lines, if the c1 c2 is less than or equal to the difference between the two circles, then you can see they are inside each other. So you can see the circle is inside each other. So yeah, so I hope you are clear the formula that we are using to get the intersection. So here we are getting the x1, y1 and r1 of the first circle. I will write over here x1 is equal to x, y1 is equal to y, and then r1 is equal to radius. So that's it. In this way, we have created three variables and we have given them some values. So remember, this one means this is for the first circle. Else, okay, else it means that now there are two childs or there are two circles. For that, we will copy this and we will get the value for the x2 value as well, y2 and r2. Now there is some part. So yeah, and like we have to also change this to window dot inner height minus y, and similarly this function over here. So yeah, now here we have to come down over here and I will write let c1 c2, because this is the distance, and write this formula over here, math dot sqrt, then x2 minus x1 raised to the power 2 plus y2 minus y1 raised to the power 2. That's it. After that, what we need to do, we need to calculate or we need to set a timeout for this function over here. Let's just write this set timeout of, let's say, 100 milliseconds. Inside this, I will write if c1 c2 is less than equal to r1 plus r2, what we will write, or we can write something like this: if c1 dot c2 is less than or equal to math dot absolute of r1 minus r2, then we can simply alert the user saying they are not intersecting. Okay, else if if c1 comma c2 is less than equal to r1 plus r2, then we can say they are intersecting. I hope it makes sense. And lastly, for else, we can write not intersecting. So yeah, I think we are done with our code now. And if you are wondering that why we have written this not intersecting part first rather than writing this part first, let me just show you by example. So let's reload our page, create a circle, let's create another one here. As you can see, it is saying intersecting. which is correct. Now let me just show you what I was. So yeah, as you can see, after I click this OK, the circle is not vanishing. The circle are not like clearing. So to clear the circle, I will come down over here and I will write while div dot first element first child. I'll just simply remove this. Okay, that's it. Let's make this. As you can see, they are saying intersecting. Cool. And yeah, now it got vanished. Intersecting, and let's create a case of not intersecting. You can see they are not intersecting. But if I just write this part over here, so I just removed that, it will say that they are intersecting. Oh, because let me just do it once more. As you can see, they are intersecting, but they are clearly not intersecting. So that's why we have to write that case first. So yeah guys, I think that's it from this video. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you now know how you can deal with this type of questions. And it is just very simple. You just need this one formula over here. If you don't remember, you can also Google it. But everything else in JavaScript, it's pretty simple. So yeah, that's it for this video guys. If you have any more ideas, you can comment down below. I will check that out. And if you have some more questions that you might know from any interview, let me know that as well in the comments. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.